My woodman would stop the fire!
Hey, what's up, interwebs? I'm that toy guy, and get out of here, Nightbeat. Get out of here. And today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Class Fire Drive and Autobot Hot Rod. So here he is, and he also comes with a box, so let's take a look at that. And standard picture toy, name, word, artwork, nothing, toy, bio, read it, stuff, goodbye. Here is the toy. And I wanted to get to this one quickly. I wanted to get the box out of the way, because this toy is playing hell with the exposure. There we go. This toy is still out of focus. This toy is amazing. This is probably the best affordable official Hot Rod figure we've gotten in the recent Generations line, or in the Generations line in general. Because that Classics Hot Rod, oh my god, I don't like that figure at all. I really don't like it. And this is a huge improvement over that figure. So just getting a close look here at... Wow. My exposure doesn't like this toy. Here is the front. You got the flames and the Autobot symbol. You got the headlights all painted. The translucent blue. This red on the translucent blue is all painted too. It's weird. The spoiler's painted. Why not just cast it in yellow plastic? That would be so much cheaper than casting it in black and then painting it over. Because that's what they did. And why are you being so finicky, camera? There we go. But yeah, they painted this. I don't understand that. But you got these smokestacks, and a lot of people are complaining how these aren't painted in silver. I'm fine with them being in gray, honestly. That's just fine. You get some black for the grill and some white for just some other stuff, I guess. He does have one issue in vehicle mode, and that is he doesn't roll very well. It kind of scrapes because the legs here stick out as far as the wheels stick out. So he doesn't exactly... He can roll sort of well, but sometimes, like right now, he just... Come on, there we go. He'll just like slide around because these bits just rub up against the ground, which is kind of annoying. And here's a look at the underside. So yeah. Now he does have a opening cockpit. Another thing, my English stopped working there. Another thing people are complaining about is how the cockpit opens wrong, as per the 86 movie where it opened that way. I don't care. Here is Fire Drive. And another thing people are complaining about is how he's not painted at all. But here's how I look at it. This is how I look at it. Would you rather have the tiny guy painted, or would you rather have this guy painted? It's up to you. I would rather have this painted, so I'm totally fine with him having no paint. But yeah, he's, you know, standard Titan Master, upside down face, standard articulation. I'm not going to go through it all. Here he is next to Nightbeat. So yeah, Nightbeat. And as you saw at the beginning of the review, you have two pegs here because Nightbeat was standing on them. You can put them there. Now, for weapons, he comes with his chair gun because they all come with a chair gun. And you can take Fire Drive. You have to move his hands up, otherwise he won't fit. And you can stick him in the chair gun. And he can man the little spaceship chair gun thing. And alright, sure. Get out of here. You can split this apart. It's clipped in, not pegged in, so be very careful. It might break over time. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like it could. So I'm kind of scared of these guns. But they can peg in right at the top of the engine there, like the original toy's Titan Master gun. Sorry, Target Master gun could fit on the top. And I think that's pretty cool, although it does block the view. You can take the guns and peg them into the sides as well, but you don't want to do that. That looks stupid. Anyway, for a comparison, here he is next to his wave mate. Here's Trigger Happy. And a lot of people are saying Trigger Happy is the best deluxe of Titans Return, and I have to disagree. I say this guy is a lot better than Trigger Happy. But that's just, that's just my opinion. And here he is next to Skydive, who I've lost. Just give me a sec. Aha! Found him! Here's Skydive. So here he is next to a Combiner Wars Deluxe. And this guy's like a million times better. But yeah, that is him. Now, he does have an issue of this front piece that just comes off very easily. When I bought this toy, this would peg in quite solidly. But after a bunch of transformations, it's worn itself down. but it is strong enough to hold itself in place, so I'm not really complaining. But if you do have the issue of it not pegging in and it's very loose, it's on a friction peg, so you can just, take it off, thicken that, put it back on somehow. There you go. And it'll be totally fine. So I don't think you have to worry about that too much. So let's get Hot Rod into his robot mode, because robot mode is also really cool. So if you have the Titan Master in, you just take him out. And then the first thing that you want to do is you want to open the trunk. He has an opening trunk. I think that's pretty cool. You want to bring it up all the way and rotate it 180 degrees and just leave it there. The next thing you want to do is you want to squeeze the arms in and then just kind of wrestle the legs loose from their pegs and rotate it out all the way. Fold down the feet and the legs will probably split on you, and fold these sections in and then rotate at the waist like so in classic Hot Rod fashion and stand him up. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to come up here in these shoulders. You want to unpeg them from the tops. You want to fold out the fists just like so, and then unpeg the arms because they're pegged in back there, which is an issue, and I'll get to that in just a second. Then you want to take this, fold this down, bring this up all the way, and it will peg in right there. And then there's Hot Rod in his robot mode, and he's obviously missing a head. So you look for Fire Drive, you find Fire Drive, you fold him into his head mode. And this is the second Titan Master I've ever purchased whose head fits on without having to fiddle with the actual little guy's head, which is awesome. And here you have Hot Rod in his robot mode, and he looks really, really cool. This is classic Hot Rod. Now, a lot of people are complaining that, oh my god, the silhouette's been ruined because his shoulders are too big and you can't see his wing. Get over it. You can see it if you look at it that way. You can see it if you look at it that way. It's fine. Oh well, if you want it to look nice and this sticks out, either the spoiler will be way too big in car mode or the shoulders will be like the Classics one and way too thin and they'll break easily, and just deal with it. The major issue with my toy, though, is these pegs right here. If you notice, mine is stressing very badly right there. It was like that right out of the box. Now, if this does break off ever, I think I'll be okay with it because these elbows on mine are stiff anyways, and then they peg into the legs right here at the bottom. So in vehicle mode, they'll still hold in just fine, so I don't think it'll be much of an issue, but just be aware that they do break. So yeah, Deluxe Hot Rod's head sculpt it's Hot Rod. I mean, it looks like Hot Rod. You've got the nice flame decal on the chest again. You have some more nice paint detail under here and some more on the shoulders. Lots of nice surface sculpted detail on it. You've got some silver down here at the bottom. And the boosters split up, and then there's even more sculpted detail inside. Even at the bottom of the feet. I think that's really cool. And just a quick look at the back of the toy. Overall, this Deluxe is very, very, very nice and doesn't like my exposure very much, but oh well. Articulation-wise, Titan Master can rotate and do whatever. The arms can do a full 360. They can go out about that far and then bump himself in the head. Elbows can bend 90 degrees, and he does have a bicep swivel, although it only goes about that far with the pegs in the way. He does have a waist joint on a mushroom peg. His hips are on a ball joint. You have a thigh swivel. Knee that bends 90 degrees, and if you want a double jointed knee, just bring this out, and the knee bends double jointedly. Pretty cool. And then the feet can go forward and back. Now my figure does have ragdoll loose hips, but that's something I can fix. That's not that bad. He can hold his guns, which are scary to separate. You can put them in his hands, just like that. And he can be all like, I will stop the time, and that sort of thing. Anyway, for comparison, here he is with his wave mate Trigger Happy, so you can get a sense of scale. He's a lot taller than Trigger Happy, but yeah, again, I like this figure so much more than I like this guy. And here he is next to a Combiner Wars Deluxe. Here's Skydive, who's slowly starting to fall apart on me again. But yeah, there again, he's taller. He's a tall Deluxe, I will say. He's quite a tall Deluxe. Overall, though, this guy is really, really nice, and I would highly recommend you pick him up. Even if you don't like Hot Rod because he, led to Prime's death in the Transformers movie, and yeah, whatever. This is still a good toy, and I really highly recommend anyone who's a fan of G1, a fan of Generations, of Classics, of Titans Return, Transformers, or just toys in general, buy this guy. So that has been my look at the Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Class Fire Drive and Autobot Hot Rod. And I'm that toy guy, and I forgot something in the box, card, stats, woohoo. And I'm that toy guy, and stay tuned for my next video.